Hi, my name is Sherry, and I have felt compelled to be able to share with you some thoughts that I have written down since my father passed away just over a month ago. I have been dealing with my dad's healthcare issues for a long time alongside him and the rest of the family. And just before the week of his passing, I started to write down some of the things that he shared with me and what I've observed. And I put it into something to be able to try to honor him in his life and to have his voice heard, a patient's voice heard, of what it means. So I said, my dad's name is Grant. And so I said, grant me the dignity for my life that I have lived and what I have offered this world. And as part of Grant, I've created an acronym that says G for genuine. Be genuine, that you really genuinely want to do this type of work in the healthcare profession. This is more than just a job. You need to be compassionate and kind and empathetic. R is for respect. When you're providing care for me, don't leave me fully naked and uncovered when you leave the room to go get something you've forgotten or need. Please hear my voice. I might be saying it verbally or in my actions. Respect that I am not myself and feel very vulnerable. I used to be very in control of my life. A is for approachable and access. So speak to me even though I might not understand everything. Clearly identify yourself and leave me a message or record who you are and why you came to see me. Approach me like I'm your loved one. Please use the whiteboard in my room, as I do look at it and it helps me to recall who the nurse is or the tests that I'm going to be having that day. Access. I can actually access my physician without any great difficulty. Meaning that I don't have to use a computer to book my family physician's appointments. Set up offices that make it easier for someone with mobility issues to access. That you offer chairs that have arms that someone with mobility issues can use to get themselves up and get them down easier and more controlled. Wayfinding in the hospital. It becomes much more challenging when you're older, especially when construction's going on and the office or the usual paths have changed. Consider the distance of the elevators and the clinics from the front door. N is for notice. Notice me as a human being, not my illness. Please notice my needs while I am waiting. Notice that it's very hard to wait, especially as you're older. And moving around is not as easy anymore. Notice that I have been waiting for hours with no food or even being checked on to see if I need to be moved or go to the bathroom or be changed. Notice the temperature of the water that you're cleaning me with. all the times that cold water is used and how that makes you feel when you're already in pain and feeling unwell? Time. Take the time to move the food tray in front of me when I can't move it myself anymore. Take the time to open up the containers that are harder for me to open up now. Take the time to read my past medical records. Take the time to explain to my family, as they may not understand the first time, or me. Take the time to speak to my other specialists. And please think about how it feels to a patient to hear, "I'll be right back," multiple times a day. The time that is spent waiting for care, and how that makes me feel. Take the time to listen to me. Truly listen to me. So all of those things, some we've heard already before, but have come out even more clearly when I was, as I said, going through this time with my father. And even though I'm in healthcare myself, it still saddens me when I'm on the other side and still see some of the things that we still have such a long way to go. But we are caring for people in their most vulnerable states when they're in the hospital. And they have these whole other lives. And nobody wants to be in the hospital. So even though we know it's busy, it's more patients than there are beds, we still need to take the time to care for those people. They deserve the care. They deserve to be treated. Like human beings, and not just their illness. So please, grant the dignity